Welcome back, everybody. In our last video, we made a jungle bass, taking a bass sample and doing some pitch drops and some filter modulations and playing around with our LFO times to get some cool movement. Before recording that video, I resampled a bass that I had gotten out of a sample pack. So what I did is I took my original sample, copied it onto another track, and then I pitched it up a full octave. And that way, when I go to play them back together, we have a top and a bottom layer. What I did is I resampled these together so that I have a single bass sound that I could use to show you all of the cool tricks in our last video. So, how I set this up, go to track 8, you can use any track really, but we're going to set it as a flex track. We are going to set it to recording 8, record to its own track. We've got recording 8, we're going to hit function and record to go into our setup menu. We're going to turn off inputs A and B, C and D. Our bass sound is about 32 steps long, so we'll go ahead and shorten that down, turn the loop off. Going to set our third recording source to main. And so this is just going to resample anything that goes through the main output of our Octatrack. So we've made sure to mute our drum track, and we've got our two bass sounds, high and low. And we're going to put down a recording trigger on the same step as the bass sounds. When we hit play, you can tell that it recorded that because there's a little plus sign that pops up on our little track icon. And so that we don't record over that, when we start going again, we're going to take our trig away while we're still in the recording menu, exit out, and then we mute that. Track 8, we're playing back our recording buffer. Be a little overloaded. Let's do that again. So this LED right here is our metering for our master track, so you can see that we're getting some red spikes in there. So we're going to go ahead and just drop down the level of the sample just a little bit. Go back into our recording menu, lay down our recording trigger again. All right, take away our recording trigger, track, edit. All right, still kind of grungy. Like I said, you can play around with the levels a little bit more, balancing out the highs and lows. Take that, and then if we go to File, we can save and assign sample. So we'll just call this resample. Hit enter. And then this will let us either assign it to self, which is track 8, assign to free flex or free static. So I'm going to assign to free static machine. And that way we still have recording buffer 8 available, but that's the sample that I did last time. That's the sample that we just recorded. You can go and pull it out of the menu, just like any other sample. Of course, you want to mute all the other tracks after you're done so that you're only hearing. Anyways, that's just a quick tutorial on how you can stack bass sounds, resample them, and just create some bigger sounds. Start to get a little outside of the box. There's tons more you can do with that, but that's just a quick version. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got something useful out of it. And we're going to keep going with this. We're going to keep adding some MIDI layers. We're going to do some more resampling, and yeah, we're just going to try to make a whole track out of these tutorials. All right. We'll catch you next time. Bye.